Good evening! Welcome once again to all my petits papillons, my beautiful little butterflies out there. This is the Corundum Cat, broadcasting you once again from deep orbit, picking up with our fully voiced playthrough of Shadow Hearts 2, Shadow Hearts A Covenant. I believe this is episode 11, if I have named my episodes correctly. There's a decent chance of that. Let's see, where are we picking up? Live right now. Welcome again, as ever, to the Almighty Tim, most steadfast and beautiful of our butterfly companions. So, where did we leave off last time? We interrupted Rasputin's coup against the royal family in the Hermitage back in Petrograd. Yuri punched a zeppelin so hard it exploded. We beat up Veronica, who turned into a terrifying, gribbly, H.R. Geiger-esque fertility goddess lust monster. She's dead now. And having foiled Rasputin's plans for domination of Europe and then the world, he has been fully possessed by his demon soul binding with the demon lord Asmodeus, and he has summoned an evil castle in the heart of Petrograd, spilling monsters out in the street. Not that you would know it with all these hunks just going about their daily business, not particularly seeming to care. I have spent a little bit of time off camera, because the way side quests work in this game, they just kind of randomly pop up, and we're nearing the end of Disc 1, and I wanted to do some hunting for that, and I spent like 2.5 hours kind of wandering around and talking to old NPCs, and that wasn't going to be good content. The quick summation of that, we picked up a couple levels for our B team, Anastasia, Geppetto, and Lucia, because in the semi-near future we're going to be required to use everyone in a dungeon, and I wanted to get them some kit. Yuri now has access to level 3 fusions. That was mentioned by the creepy girl in our soul in the graveyard, Jean. And the first of those that we unlocked back in Domremy is I went for the level 3 Earth, because I'm really enjoying the combo potential. And look at this thing. This thing is fantastic. This is a kaiju. This is a Godzilla monster, and they strapped swords to its arms. I love everything about that. As we get more soul drops, I have no idea where to get more, but as we find more soul drops, we can fight more super powerful manifestations of the grief and loathing in Yuri's heart. Men will do anything to avoid therapy, and that will let us give the other elemental classes also their level 3s. I think that's the bulk. We had a wolf bout off screen with Blanca, and I feel sorry for not having that recorded. It was a 3-on-1 fight, 3 wolves to just Blanca, and it took me like 45 minutes of attempts, because they opened with combos, and it was brutal and terrible. And I ended up having to cheese them using the 3rd keys that I had. But we got another paw print, Blanca got some more skills, and we are closer to being top dog. With all of that said, we have finished up the streets of Petrograd. And I believe, let me just check in with the Molgemel brothers. And there was something else. I ended the last episode by attempting to ransack Veronica's quarters, because we killed her, and then we stole her stuff. That's how adventuring goes. And I was able to do that, and I'm not sure how I feel about the outcome if we go to the go to our inventory here. We did in fact recover Veronica's. I'm going to be generous and say armor, and you know what? It speaks for itself. The bondage suit specifically designed and sized for Veronica Vera. Those of us generous proportions will need to make some adjustments. We don't actually have any party members who can equip that. I was really hoping Joachim would be able to, I'm not going to lie. But the Majmel brothers, Pierre specifically pointed out that he will turn that into a incredibly unsettling and inappropriate dress for Geppetto's terrifying living doll Cornelia if we can find him another stud card. I'm not sure I should want that to happen. I think that's like a moral failing, both on my part and on the developers. But here we are. We're going to be hitting Rasputin's evil castle momentarily, so let's just make sure we've got our stock of items. The benefit of doing a little leveling up off screen, we are flush with cash for the moment. And yeah, count on everything looks good. So let's fail to get a 40% discount. Yep, like that. That ring gets very narrow. And let's head out to the Idar Flamme. I don't know what that's... I know it's a bad translation. I'm not sure what it's supposed to be. It's Rasputin's evil castle in the heart of Petrograd. He thought he was getting off light with getting drop-kicked and meteor punched. He was wrong. Wow.
This is Rasputin's temple? It's just like the Idar Flamme in storybooks I read when I was a girl.
Okay, firstly, you still are a girl. Second, I know it's a mistranslation. I actually spent some of the intervening week trying to figure out what it's a mistranslation of, and I was unable. I don't know what this is supposed to be. And it's kind of bothering me, I'm not going to lie. It's got a pretty evil air about it, that's for sure. What's with you? You seem happy. Yeah, well, I'm really going to enjoy ripping this building apart. Yuri has his priorities straight. I'm okay with it. Don't worry, Anastasia. I'll take care of Rasputin. And when I'm done, there won't be any trace of this temple. Making big promises there, Yuri. Okay. Well, I mean, at least all of our support party members do have crest magic equipped. I don't know how much time Anastasia is going to spend in the active party. I remember absolutely nothing about this dungeon. I know it's a one-time visit. It's kind of the, like, climax of Disc 1, if not the actual final dungeon. I seem to remember it being terrible. Well, let's find out. The hell is this giant egg all about? Where did these webs come from?
Look out! Something's coming out of it.
Oh, good. We needed more horrific birthing symbolism in this game. What do we got? Giga Filarias. A whole bunch of... Oh, they're creepy little... Okay, so they're creepy little worm monsters. And I assume that means there's a bigger version of them that is fully grown. We'll find out. Perfect. Karen, what you got? How do they feel about fire? They're surprisingly okay with it. All right, that put him to half. All right, we can work with that. I topped up on items before coming here, so I'm feeling we can run consumable hot. Also, look at this thing. It's so good. Also, Yuri's fusion. This is so large that it automatically triggers combos because he's just big enough to be touching whoever is to the side of them. And that's great. Okay. Alright, 2 spells, that's not so bad. I don't think we need to use anything fancy. We'll just finish these guys off. Not quite enough, but Blanca can clean up for us. You forgot about the tuna. Man, I don't know how long it's going to be before Joaquin gets his next weapon, but I know it will at least be the second disc. So for the remainder of the first half of the game, Joaquin will be hitting people with a frozen tuna. And nothing is bad about that. It's honestly the best thing that's happening to the party. Did I flub that on purpose so we could get Joaquin for the victory speech? I did. Oh, wow. Okay, I'm kind of upset that this place is a one-time visit. 2,000 XP, 2,800 cash, and 12 soul? Woof. That's a haul. I assume it will get worse. Okay, now we can get through. Come on. Jeez, that was pretty creepy. I wonder if there are any more of them.
This temple's alive. I'm sure of it.
The temple assembled itself out of the city like less than half an hour ago, so yeah, obviously there's something up with it. I do want to point out, while I... Oh, this Geiger stuff. Yeah, the floor and the walls are like bone patterns. Yeah, okay, that's the Shadow Hearts I remember. Glad to be back. I do want to point out, in interest of, you know, my history-minded pedantry, I said pedantry. I'm not a Republican. The heck was that? Oh, okay, just illusionary walls, I guess. Cool. But yes, my great focus on niggling details. Notably, Rasputin fully possessed by the demon King Asmodeus, one of the demons of the Osgosha, of King Solomon. King Solomon's whole shtick was binding demons to build his temple. So, as unlikely as it seems of simply summoning a giant evil temple fortress out of nowhere, that's... Yeah, actually, that's topical. That's from the Bible, in fact. Prior art. What do we got? Mega Filarias, and a Zamuza. I like Zamuza, which is aggressively rutting with the ground. Okay. This temple is alive, and it's got some adherence. Super good. Alright, well, let's combo with Yuri. Keep that affinity nice and high. I don't actually know what affinity does. I think it gives you a larger time window to confirm combos. I should really look that up at some point. I haven't yet. Okay, how many can we catch? 2 of them. 1 and 2. Alright, good enough, good enough. That's a start. Oh, these things are weaker than the other ones. Okay. Karen. Oh, bit of a waste since that thing survived. That's fine. I'll still take 2 down. And Joaquin will get a little bit of a damage bonus for whatever he does. I guess let's just put down another one of those, and then we'll just deal with the Zamuza. What's a Zamuza? I don't know. What's the Zamuza with you? Okay, it's got some zip to it, but we're fine. Let's beat it up. Big Gorilla Yuri is a force to be reckoned with. I'm here for it. Okay, and yeah, okay. So the versions of the bugs that come out of those like hallway pods gave a whole bunch more XP and cash, so I guess they're supposed to be harder? Let's find out, shall we? There's another one right here. Oh, surrounded. That's not great for them. Yeah. I promise I will use other abilities in the course of this dungeon as opposed to just the thorn attack. Actually, you know, it's fewer hits, but oh, it's a bigger area. Okay, we're gonna try this because I have a good feeling about it. I just missed it. Okay, well, let's see how it goes. Strike! That probably left all of them with about 5 health, didn't it? Yeah, so close. If I'd gotten the strike zone for it, I think that would have wiped them all out. But that's fine. That's fine. That's why we employ Karen. And because she's the moral center of the party. Arc Gale. Well, it sped itself up. That's going to be very helpful for it. That would be bad. Arc spells affect all friendly party members. If all of its mates were still alive, that could get out of hand quickly. As it happens, I wish there were a bunch more of those. Those are incredible reward numbers for an easy fight. I do wish there's more of them. I have no idea how to navigate this place, so let's check this little curly queue here. If nothing else, we can double back and keep heading northwards. Try to follow the outside. Hati Echidnas. Ew. Ew. I don't like any of that. Let's beat it up. Now, relatively resistant to physical. That took a beating pretty well. Karen got her back as ever. Joachim has turned himself invisible, because... Ah, that was nothing. They got nothing. Oh, there you go, petrify. That'll do.
Was easy enough.
Delightful. Since I actually remember that this is a thing, I am going to swap active parties for just a moment. You can do this on the fly. And Composition B trades out Blanca for Anastasia. Now, that's not an improvement, but I am trying to fill out some of Anastasia's scrapbook, like her taking pictures of everybody. So we'll have her in the party long enough to accomplish that. And then she'll be traded out for an awesome wolf, because awesome wolf. Ooh! A new item for Lucia, I believe. Well, it's a fan, yes it is. That's a nice upgrade. This is why we explore evil dungeons. Also because I have no idea where I'm going. Okay, now this is interesting because I don't want. I don't want to wipe out the enemies before Anastasia has a chance to take their picture. But I also don't want to give them a full round of attacks. Okay, we can get rid of one of the Megaphalaria. There's redundancy. And yeah, we can wound things, provided Karen doesn't petrify it. Joaquin, buddy, you're gonna have to defend. You cannot be trusted to not instantly murder all opposition. Snapshot. Oh, we picked up the panoramic lens from Anastasia. We've been talking to Edgar, which now means that direct press. What is that? Let's find out. But now her. Oh, we're gonna find out. 100-ton weight. Okay, now Anastasia Romanoff can drop a comically a comic book 100-ton weight on people. I'm so happy. What an outcome. Finish that one off. Throw a priceless Fabergé egg at it. Ugh. Royals. But yeah, we now get, with the now snapping the picture affects everyone at the same time, which is super good, because it, to be blunt, limits the amount of time we have to have a 14-year-old child in the active party. Being appropriately arch. Always happy to have him on payroll. Ah, they worked us over a little bit. Okay. Enemies are still hitting hard. Gotta pay attention to that. Thank you. I guess we'll keep her in the party for one more round, see if there's anybody else. One thing that I need to that I had I guess totally overlooked previously. Let's see if we can get a healing crest on Geppetto. Like, there's no reason we can't use non-active party members to heal, provided they have a crest equipped that gives them cure. So we're going to give the fancy cure to Geppetto, and he's never going to see the light of day because he's a creepy old man. But out of combat, he can in fact restore everybody's XP. That's efficiency. That's teamwork. That's keeping from getting too terribly flagged. I would say demonetized, but they're not paying me. Yeah, when we start apparently unlocking bondage gear for his creepy living doll. There was a time when I wondered, it's like, man, should I play Shadowheart's Covenant? I don't know, that game gets a little weird. And I thought, no, it's fine. It'll be fine. I'm not sure I was wrong, but I also don't know that it was right. Okay, ooh, good multi-hit from Karen. Let's open that. Boom! Alright, 2 knockouts. Delicious. Oh, these were all the same enemies as... Oh, okay. That's true. I was going to say, this is the same enemy pack, so I don't think we have to worry about snapshots. Which is good, because Anastasia will not get a chance to engage.
Too bad you can't see how great I look.
That is a problem, Joaquin. We agree with you. Okay, so that little path we took looks like it kind of just cut through the middle of the dungeon, because we had a north-facing path on both sides. Oh, and another one of those seals. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Oh, good, the bots are here. Don't make eye contact. Oh, alright, alright, alright. 3 enemies? I think so. Let's combo with Yuri. Let's make sure the job gets done in one. Son! Also, we used we used his super big strike attack. I'm curious if using Thorn will actually be able to one-shot these little buggers. If so, I mean, let's spend less mana on it. Ah, okay. Yep. So they survive either way. Badly damaged, but sure. This should work. Unless it doesn't hit because they're in the air. Nah, it still works. Ooh. Spicy. Bonus damage. Love it. I'm just hit him with a tuna. I admit, I'm curious. I kind of want to drop 100-ton weight on him. Anastasia, what you got?
Now come to me.
That's odd. That's very little damage. Hang on. 20? Okay, I'm gonna test a theory. We're gonna combo with Karen just to get Anastasia another activation. Because we haven't actually... This is the version of the Gribbly we haven't taken a picture of. Oh, I think I get it. Okay. So it did 20 damage and it has 19 health left. I think that attack is probably the Final Fantasy Demi, whatever, where it's half their health bar. Because it did a whole bunch more to us. We'll test that in the next fight. I'll hit somebody at full, and we'll see if we can confirm that. In which case, that's a great opener and terrible for everything else.
Now stay down.
I wonder if that works on bosses. Nah, I can't. That would be too good. I mean, though it would mean using Anastasia. We'll figure it out. Alright, where did I leave off in classroom hours? We are back in the dungeon. It has been entered. Yeah, this place just gives me the creeps. So yeah, okay, we was talking about the remarkably lackluster performance of the Russian military in the start of the First World War. 1914 is a disaster. The Battle of Tannenbaum, in particular, they suffered a whole bunch of casualties. Bunch of men captured, bunch of men killed. And this is made worse at the end of 1914 when Tsar Nicholas II decides the problem with this war is that it is being run by competent career military officials and not himself personally. Now you might think, is Tsar Nicholas like a great student of military strategy? Is he the one to turn the ship around? Also, that was a great opener from Karen. Wow! Okay, can't complain about that. And the answer is no. No, he's pretty bad at what he does. And Russia already, it could be argued that they were kind of already losing the war at this point. Certainly they were doing worse than Germany, whom they were fighting, for the amount of men and material they are losing. The front for Russia is their west, and everybody else is east. It is a long way away from the urban centers. There's a great deal of logistical trouble moving men and material and war supplies to the front. It is bad terrain. It is badly industrialized. There are limited railways. A whole lot of problems. And the Tsar steps into it. There's no better way to put it. Nicholas wants to be the strong man of Russia, so he takes over as Grand Marshal of the Imperial Russian Army, and he's crap at what he does. They don't start winning. They keep trading at best badly, and generally doing pretty poorly. And now Tsar Nicholas is like personally on the hook for it because he made himself, the face of the war. And this does not help his popularity at all. Already still dealing with the after effects of Bloody Sunday, the establishment of the Duma from the uprising in 1905-1906, and the hopes for we're gonna have a short war that's going to be good for national pride. We're going to beat the Germans. We're going to show everybody how tough and cool we are after Japan kicked our asses in the Russo-Japanese War. Nope, doesn't happen. And it leaves Nicholas looking a dang fool on the both local and international stage. And this has repercussions. There's already economic problems in Russia. Hang on. All right, we're gonna test a theory. This Giga Filaria has 17 health. Previously, the direct press did 20 damage. I think it's going to do 8 or 9 this time, if my guesswork is correct that it does half of the enemy's curve. Let's find out.
Now come to me.
Yep, awesome. I'm so good at video games. Okay, cool. So that answers that. Direct press is just half of the enemy's health. That could come in handy. And Joachim has turned into a bat because what else is he going to do? But anyway, with that theory answered, yeah, so there are like economic problems in Russia before the start of the First World War. Still are today. Foreshadowing being a literary device. But the push towards modernization, the centralization of labor into city centers, unequal distribution of wealth from the still farming population versus the laboring population. There's a lot of hurdles that they kind of have to overcome. And they don't do a super bang-up job for a lot of it. Let's just make sure everybody is healed. Joachim took a couple of hits there. Geppetto, you are now a creepy medic. Mana is a little low for some of our frontliners, but good enough for now. Do I just keep crisscrossing back and forth? Feels like there's probably a treasure chest in the middle. I'm okay with that. I like loot. But yeah, so things kind of spiral out of control. Those existent problems get worse. Bread riots, food riots, the fact that the fields are understaffed because so many men have been conscripted into the grinding slaughter of the First World War, and more still have to move into the cities to supply the arms industry. There's inflation. There's difficulty keeping people fed. There's a lot of problems, and it boils over. The Tsar is already facing problems. And previously, Nicholas II had been able to kind of trade on personal popularity. He was still the little father. He was still the great Tsar. He was still the leader of his people. Except then he made himself the supreme commander of the military and didn't improve the military and started, was still losing and just looking like an asshole while doing it. And that is what it causes for the pot to boil over. There are similar to 1905, First Russian Revolution, there are general strikes in cities, followed by actual uprising. The Red Army, which again existed in the First Russian Revolution, 1905. Trotsky's boys sort of remobilize. The Duma is, the sentiment boils over. There are workers' demonstrations. Councils of workers, which will be called Soviets. That's a term that will show up again in history, and soon. Start assembling, and it is believed initially that, okay,
That was a piece of cake.
Nicholas he's run out his rope. The people are tired of him. That also means he's a convenient scapegoat for the problems that Russia is experiencing. So all we just need him to abdicate, and we'll be able to get a new czar, and that will quell things over. We're also going to have to do something about the fact that we're badly losing the First World War, but whatever. I mean, points for effort. They try. Nicholas attempts to two treasure chests. Forgive my golden retriever brain. Ball. Ooh, silver bracelet. What's that? Not that we would put it on Anastasia. So what do we got? Silver bracelet. Oh, we already have it. Stops for mental break. Good item. Not super crucial. Anyway, Nicholas tries to abdicate. I want to say to one of his brothers or cousins, one of the princes, but it's like, yeah, no, the people aren't going to be any more receptive to their leadership, and the center does not hold, and things fall apart. And the Duma sort of takes over power. This is the February Revolution in 1916 or 17. I should know that. 17. And yeah, this is effectively the end of Tsarist authority, where the question is, what form and who is going to be the new leader, but it's not going to be Tsar Nicholas. He is effectively quietly deposed while he is out of the capital. He is not in Petrograd. He is touring the front. The Duma meets with representatives of the sort of civilian uprising, the Soviets, and seizes power as a provisional government. Basically saying, yeah, no, Tsar's out, that's done, let's move forward. We want peace, we want land, we want bread, because we have unhappy, starving, poor people who aren't super thrilled about continuing to fight the Germans. Nicholas, this is incredibly embarrassing. He has to catch a train back to Petrograd after the rest of after the population has decided that he's no longer the Tsar. They just greet him as Nicholas Romanov, ignoring that whole, hey, aren't you technically in charge? Not anymore. And the Duma was kind of a toothless assembly. Again, after the 1905 revolution, there's the National Congress. 1906, Nicholas signs a proper constitution, creating, again, their version of the Congress, that's the Duma. But he pretty much ignores their edicts. He still rules as an absolute monarch, despite the fact that there is now technically a constitutional monarchy. No longer. He's out. The Duma declares themselves to be the provisional government in charge of Russia. One of history's more interesting figures, who I do want to draw some attention to, comes out of this, and that is Alexander Kerensky. Any listeners who are fans of the BattleTech universe will recognize the name Alexander Kerensky, who in that setting is the commander of the Star League Defense Forces, notably who refuses to go along with Stepan Aramis's coup, and is an angry Russian who will, quote, save the Inner Sphere, before eventually leading all of his remaining soldiers in exile when none of the politicians can get their shit together. Well, they didn't. BattleTech didn't draw that name out of a hat, let's say. The historical figure of Alexander Kerensky is one of the leading speakers of the Duma of the day. He is a staunchly anti-monarchist. He does not approve of the Tsar. He wants a, at best, very limited constitutional monarchy like the British. He believes in democracy. He believes in workers' rights and representation. He is a socialist. He's a socialist revolutionary, at a time where that's sort of a reserved term. But he specifically wants, he wants democracy. He wants limited government. He kind of takes over for a little while after the February Revolution and the deposition of Nicholas. He is basically in charge, for all intents and purposes, while there's still a great deal of debate over what form Russia's future is going to look like. And his biggest mistake, being the, armchair historian that I am, he does not entertain the demands to end Russian involvement in the First World War. He's a military man himself. Perhaps it is sunk cost fallacy. Perhaps he simply wants to stick it out to get a couple of victories over the Germans so that Russia is in a better position to demand territorial concessions as part of the peace treaty. That would be very common for the time. We are ambushed and surrounded. Let's see how this goes. Oh, that's bad. They couldn't even kill Anastasia Romanov. Foreshadowing is... Oh god, that's one of the worst things I've done. Okay. Sorry. But, I admit I'm not... for all that I'm a student of parts of history, I do not 100% know what drives Kerensky in refusing to look for peace. This leaves him on the outs with a lot of the Russian people, who are tired of the war, and they don't care about the dead that have preceded them. They want there to be fewer dead moving forward, and I get that. But Kerensky's government will predominantly be running up against a group of people. One of the harder core groups of socialist revolutionaries, the followers of one Vladimir Ilyich Lenin. These are the Bolsheviks. Again, a term which you should recognize from history. The Bolsheviks under Lenin consider themselves the purest of the socialist revolutionaries. They're here for world revolution. Their rallying cry is all power to the Soviet, all power to the workers. Which sounds good on paper, and is going to have some dire consequences in their life. The Bolsheviks, they don't want a constitutional monarchy. They don't want a limited government. They don't want a provisional government of the Duma. They want the Soviets, the workers' councils, to be the only authority. This is, as they view it, the best chance they have for Marx's dream of world revolution. And they're not wrong, they're just assholes. Lenin in particular. And there are elections, because Kerensky, as noted, believes in democracy. After the Tsars deposed, after the February Revolution, there are elections held of the various factions that rise out of these socialist fronts to determine who is going to be in charge, what shape Russian government is going to... Yes, TJ is the walrus. Yeah, if it's like Lenin said, man. You follow who will profit, and you're out of your element. We're going to switch back to Blanca. We have snapped our pictures, and the dog needs to hunt. But yeah, so Kerensky believes in democracy. And that's never a mistake, but it is going to have consequences. The Bolsheviks, in the subsequent elections, they get about 25% of the vote. 25-30%. Sources differ, and numbers are going to be a bit squidgy when it comes to the Russian Revolution. And the Majamel brothers have made it into Rasputin's evil castle ahead of us. Somehow, as expected. Let's check in with them in just a moment. Let's use tent first. Everybody's a little bit beat up. And, yeah, so the party's saying, you know, all power to the Soviet. We don't want limited government. We don't want a constitutional monarchy. We don't want any monarchs. We want just the workers. Except we don't actually trust the workers, who are largely uneducated and not parts of the intelligentsia, as Lenin is like, no, we've got this vanguard party. Educated, proper Soviets, the modern man, that he just happens to be one of. And that is the group of people which should definitely be in charge. So yeah, they don't win a plurality. They don't win the election in any capacity. So they declare war effectively on all of the other socialist revolutionaries, and this is the Russian Civil War. Starting, which will go on, it'll have several phases, but this is the Red Russians versus the White Russians. The Bolsheviks are the Reds, and also Gerard. Yuri! Huh? What are you doing here? How did you get in? That's actually a very good question. How did they get their cart in here? That's what I want to know. Oh, come on, wax so surprised. You people were here. Surely you know we would show up eventually. Pierre's not wrong, and his mustache is fantastic. We had to come and give our support. This is a do or die, alright? Aren't you even a little pleased to see us? No, I'm happy. I'm glad they're here. So you'll buy something then. Use up all your cash. Go on, or we might never meet again. Exactly. You might as well use all your stud cards too. This might be our last meeting after all. This is not the final dungeon, they're just very aggressive salesmen. You idiot, why did you have to go and spell it all out for? Well, what about you? You too. Oh, it's not blurting out things, it's not true. Don't worry about it. Don't let it get you down. Gerard is actually correct here. They're just trying to scare you. This is not even technically the halfway point of the game. We're very close to the halfway point. I just wanted to shop. I didn't need the drama. Unfortunately, I don't have any stud cards. I was kind of hoping Rasputin would have a treasure trove of queer smut hidden in his evil tower. Given the actual man's proclivities, nothing is off the table. Alas, not to be. Do they have any new weapons? Probably not. Well, I guess we'll get an upgrade for Geppetto. Not that he ever, he's not going to use it. They're just selling Fabergé eggs for Anastasia. Great. Get one of those. A couple of these. Chainmail belt. I do like extra attack power. We're rich, so I mean, we can get a little bit fancy. We got corals for everybody. That's good. Let's, as noted, try for a discount and probably failed 40%. Woo! Nailed it. Alright, we got kit for Anastasia. We got kit for Geppetto. And what do we want? I mean, do I dare trade instant death protection for attack power? Obviously, yes. And I'm actually going to take the pedometer for the first time off Karen and give her a willpower. She has some of the worst SP soul level in the party. We're going to give her the willpower to stop that from lowering. Hopefully I'll remember to re-equip the pedometer to her in the future, but If not the end of the world. Okay, and we'll save again because I have a problem. Oh, they're in a hostile zone. Oh, that's rude. This is not a safe spot. Joachim, pick up thy tuna and prepare for battle. And I ask myself, can I manage the Judgment Ring while drinking Sailor Jerry on ice? Apparently, less than I would like. Got it that time, though. Anyway, what was I saying? So yeah, Lenin's a prick. The Soviets, you know, they don't get elected because they are the farthest left that the left has ever been at any time or place in history. And that actually doesn't appeal to a lot of people. Quite a lot of Russians, and indeed a lot of the other Soviet revolutionaries, like, they're anti-monarchist, they don't want a czar, but they also are a bit leery of the, hey, my inner circle of supreme Soviet minds should definitely be in charge, but question it. See also Kerensky. And that leads to, you know, there's going to be a little... Things are just going to get a little bit dicey. Yeah, so the Bolsheviks, unhappy with losing the election, pretty much declare war on everybody else. That is in October of 1917. This is Red October. This is the second stage of the, you know, the Soviet Revolution, the Bolshevik Revolution, and it is the one that they named nuclear submarines for in Sean Connery movies, technically Tom Clancy books. But this is the Bolshevik Revolution in particular. It's no longer a question of, is Russia going to be a socialist nation? It is. This is what kind and what degree of socialists are they going to be. White Russians versus Red Russians versus Green Russians is going to be a thing. Kerensky washes his hands of the whole deal, right? Like, he was the speaker for the Duma, he was the head of the provisional government, he did his best. He was involved with killing Rasputin in actual history. He was not one of the gunmen, but he did sort of, you know, assist after the fact. And he is not a white Russian, who are effectively monarchists. They don't like the Soviets by any set. They don't like the Bolsheviks, and they want a constitutional monarchy. They want some of the various princes or dukes, the Tsar's family, to be back in power. Kerensky is an anti-monarchist. He doesn't have any truck with that. But he's also, you know, he ain't cool with Lenin because he can see the writing on the wall. He largely bows out of it. He just kind of, he steps away. The Bolsheviks win well enough that they seize power in Petrograd. They mobilize so what the heck is going on here? All right or left? Well, we're discussing Lenin, so obviously we're going left. Whole bunches of intersections. I'm not... What is this, a fan? What? There's a button-like device here. Yeah, let's press it. Oh, okay, it's... Alright, unlock the next door. Okay. Pay attention to the tubing on the walls. Same enemy set as before, that's fine. We're doing fine. Karen catch them with the good stuff. Yeah, a little bit. We get two of them. But yeah, the Bolsheviks are effectively, spoiler alert, the Bolsheviks win. They seize power in Petrograd, they expel the other Soviets enough. Lenin takes center stage. He is, like, exiled after... I don't like its gyrations, I'm still unhappy, I'm still uncomfortable. After the February Revolution, like, Lenin is driven out because he's too crazy for the other socialists. He's back. His faction is winning. And the first thing that they do, arguably the most historically significant for a while, is they immediately reach out to Germany, and they make peace. In 1918, the Bolshevik government signs the Treaty of, Brest-Litovsk, and that just... They are the first faction to leave the First World War. They're done. They are not worried about territorial concessions. The Bolsheviks promised peace. Spoiler alert. And they certainly remove Russia from the First World War. They do not bring, peace as you or I would understand it. They instead are going to start the Red Terror once they take power. And that is the, obligatory counter-revolutionary... Everybody who is not hardcore enough, socialist enough, or Bolshevik enough is going to be, shot in the head. Brutally murdered by the secret police of the Bolsheviks, the Chechnya. And that's just going to be the state of things moving forward. That's how they're going to be doing it for a while. Notably, the Bolsheviks cry of all power to the Soviets. Again, the workers' councils that are in charge of everything. Those workers' councils will be guided by good, proper, modern Soviet men who are the educated elite class that Lenin himself happens to be part of. If I seem, slightly sarcastic about it, it's because, seriously, Lenin is a dick. There is a certain amount of, separate from the Soviet Civil War of Red October, there is a certain amount of inter-party politicking and fighting. Obviously, the properly drilled, intelligent, modern Soviet men will be in charge, but who's going to be in charge of them? And if you guessed Stalin, congratulations, you're paying attention to history. Joseph Stalin, a mild-mannered, but a paper pusher, the Secretary General of the Petrograd Soviet, realizes that his clerical duties allow him to sort of cook the books on who is actually taking part in these Soviet assemblies. And he can modify that for if he doesn't like, someone suggested something that he doesn't like, he can just kind of, alter the records to say, oh, they weren't actually there, dude. Yeah, no, they didn't even show up. We had the vote. Trotsky? Leader of the Red Army? Who's Trotsky? I don't even think he exists. That paper pushing combined with a fairly liberal application of the aforementioned shooting people in the head is going to lead to Joseph Stalin basically being in charge of the newly founded Soviet Union. And it's going to be bad for everybody. That is a creepy pink door. We are getting our HR Geiger on. Okay, so we need to find the switches for the yellow, apparently behind the pink. Let's go back around, see if we can get that unlocked. I don't have a lot of primary source familiarity with the aforementioned Alexander Kerensky. I can't say that, I genuinely do not know what Russia going into the back half of the 20th century looks like if Kerensky, throws his hat into the ring more actively, is not sidelined by the Bolsheviks, backs one of the factions and maintains a leadership position. Because again, he does not side on with either the whites or the reds in the Civil War. I've seen at least some scholarly thought that that dares to claim he would have been as bad as Stalin with, a little bit more pretense of democracy. I find that unlikely just because Stalin's first, last, and only solution to any problem was shooting someone in the head. And Kerensky seems like more of a chill dude than that with his limited footprint in history. But unfortunately, that is not where the height of my scholarship lies, so I legitimately could not say. I'd like to think he would have done better, but frankly, it would be hard to do worse. So, like, eh. No, don't drop a 100-ton weight on me! That's exactly what I asked him not to do. Where did he get that weight? He got it from Hammerspace, dude!
Where's my apology?
Hammerspace contains nothing but hammers and comic props. Could he have done that at any time? No, he can only do it when it's funny. It's toon logic. I framed Roger Rabbit. Can you blame me? Jessica would have been single. I'm a married man. I'm going to regret saying that. Okay, we want to see if we can get to the right side of the map now, having thoroughly explored the far altitudes of leftism. Oh, we're getting ambushed again. Nova, don't do that. Ow. Man, if we were fighting Carrot Top, I would be all for it. I'm not sure if you were tuned in. That is one. Apparently, direct press is one of the skills that our resident blue mage Anastasia Romanov is capable of learning. So we can actually, my team can drop comic 100-ton weights on people. She's just not in the active party at the moment because, you know, she doesn't take a hit terribly well. Oh, that's right. I forgot to mention what happened to the Romanovs. Here's a hint. The Soviet solution to most problems is headshots. After Tsar Nicholas is effectively deposed in 1916, the Romanov family is placed under house arrest, where they will remain for, unfortunately, the remainder of their lives. She is a redhead, yes. She is now Carrot Top. It's all come together. And the fate of the Tsar and his family is actually one of the things that there is debate about amongst the different factions of socialists. You know, Kerensky doesn't want them returning to power, but he also doesn't want to be murdering children. The Bolsheviks, on the other hand, are like, you've got children, we've got bullets. When the Bolsheviks end up, you know, making their bid and taking power in Red October, the Tsar's family is executed in the basement of the villa where they were under house arrest, and that is a great tragedy. But also, like, it was the Tsar, so. If I seem kind to Alexander Kerensky historically, it's because I'm not huge on hereditary monarchy. And would generally say that if you claim absolute power of life and death over your subjects as opposed to having citizens, then you can't really complain if your subjects decide to shoot you in the head because you started. All that said, you know, 15-year-old, 16-year-old Anastasia Romanov was not responsible for the actions of her father and family. But that's how feudalism be. Okay, that door is still sealed, so we need a blue switch. Then we need to find a pink switch. Alright, that'll open the blue door. It's a blue letter! Man, that's esoteric, even on my standards. I'm curious what's at the end of this hallway. Is it treasure? Who have I slain? Is it the king? Oh, that's worth a detour. I burnt my other third keys to win that last wolf bout. Enemies, why are you not clustered together? I want to hurt you with magic. Maybe that's why they're not playing along. Rude. Okay, that's combo here is actually a little bit disappointing. That's I can only attack the paralyzed enemy. Icarus symbolism. Alright. You know what? I haven't Grand Slammed anybody in a while. I'm gonna Grand Slam this thing. I don't like it. Its smug aura mocks me. And I have a tuna. A little bit disappointed that it was not Grand Slam. So I was gonna be all like, can you tune a piano? Can you really? Then I realized that no, you actually probably are of our regular attendants, probably the one that in fact could tune a piano. I can tune a fish, however. You think I can't tune a fish? But let me tell you, it's all in how you manage the scales. I mentioned there was Sailor Jerry involved. The jokes are going to be atrocious. We got to have some levity after talking about, you know, the historical fate of the Romanovs. Speaking of which, let's put Anastasia back in the party so we can drop 100-ton weight on people. Well, people with a asterisk after it. I'm getting booed for perfect comic timing. Firstly, you can't improve upon perfection. Alright, this turns off the pink door, so our path further in, yes, is available, though it looks like we still need to find the yellow switch. Oh, I hate this dungeon. That's not progress, but it is loot. I like it. I like it, I like it. Temperament is what you... okay, I actually did not know that. I have learned something. Temperament is the tuning system. Man, this joke, it just keeps on giving. I'm very happy with how this turned out. Tim is not happy with how this turned out, but you know... We'll come back to it. You know what? If you don't like the joke, there'll be different ones next week. I don't think we need to combo with Joaquin in Golden Bat form because he can probably one-shot anything. So, let's punch people. Yeah, the Zamu is a worthy target. Oof. Karen hitting hard. Okay, so, direct press. Where do we keep 100-ton weights? She's... is that a redhead? I don't know. She's halfway to ginger. It's mostly brunette. Okay, and she missed with a 100-ton weight. That's actually funnier. I'm not even upset. I appreciate comic timing, even when I'm on the wrong side of it. we beating up everybody? Okay, okay. Oh, we got another willpower. I think yeah, okay, I equipped that on... I equipped one of those on Karen, right? Yeah. I guess I'll give one to Anastasia, right? If she ends up... Yeah, she don't need attack power, she's a caster. But if she ends up in a fight, like a boss fight, then willpower is definitely gonna help. Stop that soul from draining. One less thing to worry about. Okay, doors should be open now, so we can advance northwards. I guess we gotta turn off yellow. Yeah, we gotta turn off yellow as well. Pink is already open, and if we cut across left through what was the pink door, that should open the northway passage to the yellow door. Oh yeah, it's all coming together. Okay, hang on. I gotta... What is this? The physics of intervals between notes break down the farther apart the notes get, so you have to choose where to assign the error in the math compared to what the ear expects. Distributed evenly, it's called even temperament in English. This gives rise to the well-tempered clavier, collection of 48 works in different. Huh! Okay. So hang on. Is that like... Is that where... Is that where we have the breakdown of, like, what is a, what is an A flat? What is a B sharp? Is that, like, where the codification of those scales come from? Is that the clavier, or is that something else? I'm actually interested, and slightly drunk. Let's use the big attack. Alright, yeah, there we go. This is a plan without fault or possibility of error. Okay, the difference between what's an A and an AB is the tempering affects the difference in hertz frequency. Okay, cool. Huh. Well, this is unexpected learning when I was talking about the Romanovs getting shot in the head, but here we are. This... I mean... I kind of want Blanca for the boss fight, but at the same time, maybe it's not a boss fight. I feel like Anastasia has narratively, like, she's earned it, right? Like, Rasputin tried to murder her family, and is actively attempting to burn down her capital. It's like she can stay for a little while. I kind of want to drop 100 ton of weight on someone, like, meaningfully. I'm not gonna lie. Eek! Just eek, I guess.
What is this place?
Oh, now she's upset about the evil Geiger-esque castle we're going through? Oh, that's why she's upset. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. I hate it. It's beating like a heart. Yeah, old man, if your heart is beating on that particular rhythm, you need to see a doctor. Ah. It doesn't want to let us through, huh? Apparently a boss fight, or at least a mini-boss fight. What do we got here? Mother Philar. Okay, yeah. That's the ascended version of the creepy little dribblies. Maybe. Okay, you know what? Let's try and drop a 100-ton weight on one. What's the worst that's gonna happen? I like that she gets a scare chord on the piano when she summons. That's a nice little touch. And why did that combo break? She did damage. Okay, well, I'm upset about that, but we know that they have exactly 700 hit points. Because that did half for 350. Cool. Alright, 1 round takedown. Really good, really good, really good. Ugh! Not liking big hits on Joaquin while he's in Golden Bat form, but we can survive this. We can make that work. Let's turn into a big monster, because that's never not a good idea. So part of me wants to, like, snap their picture for completion's sake, but also I feel like I can't exactly press up taking away half of its health. So, 100-ton weight. Not bad, just drawn that way. A 200-ton weight. Man, if I had access to that technology. Whew.
My apology.
That is some stuff. Okay, also, Anastasia with the 100-ton weight is amazingly powerful. I'm very happy with that. Oh, it's back to back. Okay, we gotta do two subsequent fights. Okay. Kinda wish I would have had a chance to heal Joaquin. Let's do that now with Arc Cure. Oh, he's human again. Awesome. The tuna has returned. Okay. So, we can't combo with Anastasia when she uses that, but we can finish off whatever she, opens up on.
Now come to me.
It's so good. I'm gonna be happy every time that happens. Let's beat it up. Oh wow, that's Huh. Joaquin getting to combo with himself. That's new. I'm not gonna look a gift horse in the mouth. Oh, Gribbly Worm Monster, you can't even paralyze a child. Shameful. You used to be cool, Worm Monster. It didn't used to be cool. We are going to take a picture. I don't know if we'll learn a new ability from this. Probably not, but worth figuring out. Apparently not. That's fine, that's fine. Anyway, Deathtron Hammer. Now, this will not end it in one round, but it will look cool while we do it. "37 hit combo is pretty good. A little preview, a little taste of what we're going to do to Rasputin. Ooh, got a seal of strength, got extra soul. I like all of this. Looks like it stopped beating.
Let's go then.
Okay. Yeah, we're just treating this like it's totally normal. We're all okay with this. Super good. Okay. We're gonna switch back to our regular party. Anastasia's fun, and hey, the 100-ton weight worked out really well for us. I kind of doubt that's gonna work on Rasputin. Like proper bosses, that seems super unlikely. So let's bring back the wolf. Okay, long time friends of the channel. Is this a boss corridor? a perfectly straight hallway with a save point and nothing else. Uh-huh. I've got this feeling deep inside of me. Girl, you use that tent. I don't know. I kind of lost the lyrics. Doesn't matter. Who needs more strength? Yuri or Joaquin? We're gonna give it to Joaquin. It's funnier. What do we got? Maximum MP. That could go to what? He's got 272. Yeah. Yep, that's for Yuri. Health. That's a grab bag. I kind of feel like it's a waste giving it to the back, the backseaters. I like Karen. It really comes down to that. More spell capacity. Also Karen, actually, she's got a bunch of our arc spells. which we will, if this is in fact Rasputin, we're actually going to be showing off Arc Gale. Who has that? I think Karen has that? Let's double check that. Yes. Okay, Arc Gale is haste for the whole party. We're going to be wanting that. We're going to use that. Alright, bring it on, bring it on, bring it on. What's behind door number 1? The music changed. Oh, cutscene. Here we go, here we go.
You're late.
We took a little side trip.
Have you decided to surrender?
Laughs derisively.
So is that a no?
By the omnipotent power of the Lord, I call on the spirit of the mistletoe.
Now kiss!
You're shooting blanks.
Okay, historically accurate.
So the power of Ammon has halted the progress of the curse.
Your curse isn't worth shit, buddy.
Yes, and your shield's broken too. You have no chance to win.
You amuse me, little ants. Do you really think you can defeat me?
What do you think I'm here for? Bite me.
No, you will bite me. You have conquered Ammon, but you have no idea how to use him. Did you meet Jovis?
Yeah.
Is he still hiding away in his little hole, living like a rat?
Well, anyway, he's much happier than you are.
Happy. Petty dreamers. Licking each other's wounds while groveling on their knees. That's happiness.
What did you say?
I am the winner. I have done what he could not. Henceforth, the world will be indelibly changed in my image. Humanity will live in fear and darkness for thousands of years. And when the final human dies, I will still be there laughing.
He's insane. What's he saying?
He's writing his own epitaph.
Boosh!
Good. Now it's time to remove the final obstacle in my way. Time for you to die.
Okay, I don't like generic Doomsday villains. I find them tedious. And what? Oh. Oh, hell no! Oh, it's the worst. Why did his beard get better? Okay, sorry. I'm gonna finish my thought before I keep, quietly throwing up in my mouth. I don't like generic Doomsday villains. It's tedious, it's silly, it's trite. I kind of love a fully committed, crazy Doomsday villain, however, because when the last human dies in thousands of years, I will still be laughing. That's a read, right? That's a line. He's doing some grade A villainy. We're not going to have it. Arc Gale from Karen. I'm super glad she's first in initiative. Let's get a whole bunch of extra actions, and let's put him in the ground. And Arc Rage from Blanca. We buffin', we buffin'. Kind of unfortunate that Joaquim chose to turn invisible as opposed to into Grand Papillon, defender of justice, but we work with what we've got. Anyway, Deathtron Hammer. .421 is not a bad opener, especially if two buffing. Evil Crest, but oh, we doing trigonometry? Oh, coming for you. Okay, so special attack decreased, but we can still punch people. Let's stack in behind Karen. Let's get some swords put in there. Oh, we took a chunk off with one. Get a little Soul Comet. And then we're just gonna punch. Big numbers. 728. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I feel like we should set up another Deathtron Hammer at that point. Oh, he buffed himself. That's cute. That's good. He's gonna do really well for himself. I don't doubt it. Anyway. I'm getting better at my combos, so I'm in practicing that. At least I remember which one is the square button now. Alright, lost Arc Gale. We'll recast that with Karen next round. Ooh. We are doing damage. All right, he is below half, and we're like 2 rounds into the fight. Bent space. What? He's really got it in for Yuri. Unfortunately, he chose the toughest member of the party. Okay, we really can't afford to be losing Yuri, so let's give him basically all of his health back. Close enough. And combo with Karen and with Joaquin. It'd be more impressive if we could see him, but, you know, man of mystery. I'm not sure what the Evil Crest effect was, but it's gone now. Good to know. $882! Delicious. Wow. Oh, okay, that was a beating. 39 hit combo is pretty good. Oh, we got a Zodiac Brace for that. That's excellent. Whew. Them rewards.
How could it be? I can't believe it. It was human will that finally defeated me.
Actually, it was a wolf summoning comets on you, son.
Albert was 100 times stronger than you.
Albert, eh? The mistletoe was supposed to be used to defeat him. Do you know what the true horror of the mistletoe is? The mistletoe doesn't simply steal away a person's life. It kills the soul by stealing a person's thoughts, will, and memory.
What? Kills the soul?
Just as Nikolai said, your most powerful weapon is your human willpower. But with each moment that passes, your soul slowly fades away. Still living, you'll become a hollow person. Your personality will be stolen away, and you will live on as an empty shell. For a man such as you, it will be a fate far worse than death.
How do we stop the curse?
You can't.
Liar!
It's true. That's why it was our final weapon against Albert Simon.
I won't change.
There's nothing you can do. Your will to resist will soon be gone. I'll tell you one more thing before I die.
What?
Nikolai is headed to the Vatican.
The Vatican?
To appoint a tower. He plans to release the malice locked in the tower.
What's that now?
Go on. Go and finish Nikolai. Then you'll see how pointless your struggle really is.
Not yet. It's not over.
Oh, hey, Nikolai, how you doing?
So he's won. Very well, Godslayer. Come here. I'm waiting for you.
Hey, back in my soul. Yo! What am I, invisible? That's Joaquim's deal.
This tree, it's so scary.
Oh yeah, creepy child living in my soul. I'm sorry, are you unsettled? Pass on into the afterlife already. Take this out on me. Yeah, Rasputin said it's gonna kill my soul by stealing my memory.
I guess nobody can help you in your fight against this curse.
I guess not.
Are you scared?
Yeah, actually, yes.
I wouldn't blame you if you were scared. It's so horrible.
It's just a stupid tool for controlling people. But it's not gonna work. I'm not letting this damn curse win.
Yuri,
It's not gonna kill my soul.
I don't know how to break the curse. I tried and tried, but I couldn't find a way.
Well, Rasputin said there wasn't any way to break it. Now, why we're taking Rasputin at his word on anything is beyond me, but...
But is he telling the truth?
I wonder. How you doing, creepy me, growing out of the tree in the middle of my soul?
I won't give up then. I'll keep looking. Don't you give up either, okay, Yuri?
I won't. And we are right back to the tutorial dungeon, the very first map of the game, where we controlled Nikolai and Karen in the first stage of the prologue. This is the end of Disc 1. It does, in fact, come full circle. This is the point where any of the last-ditch stuff for, side quests or whatnot on the first disc we would need to hunt down. The only one, and I remember this from previous hunting. Of all things, the wine cellar in Le Havre, there's the one little mini game where you have to pay money to match chests and hope you get lucky because there's not actually any way to do it other than blind luck. There's an upgraded version of that that gives you a soul drop to get another level 3 fusion. So we're going to try to do that, because we have 10-15 minutes left tonight. So we're going to do a couple rounds of that. Notably, this is also the point where we should be fighting Great Gamma for the second time. We did that 4 episodes ago, because we got lucky with a draw on Grand Papillon. But yeah, we should... At this point, we should be unlocking Deathtron Hammer for Joaquim. There's a reason I was so happy to get to do it early. Because, that damage. Rasputin did not stand a chance. Shout out to... Shout out to the actual Russian princes. Y'all know who you are. But yeah, so Nikolai, surprise, the villainous lieutenant, the last surviving member of Sapientes Gladio, and also the bearer of the Demon Lord Astaroth for a soul pact, is going to unleash the Malice from Appointed Tower. It's kind of undersold. Malice is the evil energy created by all of the turmoil in mankind's hearts. Malice is the force that creates all these terrible, gribbly, Lovecraftian, H.R. Geiger-esque penis monsters. That's Malice that does that. Will is its counterpoint, the human spirit, willpower. Malice is a bad deal. Apparently the Vatican has been collecting it in their exorcism palace of Appointia, And Nikolai is saying, let's throw the lid open on this because discounts. I don't know. Yep, here we go. Perfect timing. We just got some new prizes in. Yeah, when I was off camera hunting around for all of the side quests that I had forgotten about, this guy was like, "Oh, I'm gonna have a new one really soon. Just wait, just check back." And here we are. I'm glad I remembered that. 300 cash per play, but we are rolling in money. And let's see if we can get that soul drop. And if not, there's more of them than there used to be. Oh, this is terrible. Okay, Theraseed. Cool. All right, that's good. That's one down. Pure Seed. Theraseed. Okay. All right, Pure Seed. Match. All right. Mana Seed. Blind draw on this. Thera. Okay, well, we know where that is. I don't like that there are 6 boxes left. Okay. We'll get lucky or we won't. Mana Seed. Fingers crossed. Nope. Oh, this is terrible. I will try this. We're going to try this twice more. One more time after this one if it doesn't work out, because this is awful. There's literally no way to do this other than luck. Okay, pure and pure, like that. Theraseed. Mana Seed. Okay, one miss. Nope. Pure Seed, pure. Thera. Nope. It's not happening this time. I think that's the bottom, if I remember. Okay. And this is a pure, so let's see what else we got. Okay, mana. Nope. This really is just you need to get blind lucky. Okay, one more attempt. Because I would like those level 3 fusions. But I don't want to be made fun of by a guessing game. Okay, Thera and Pure. What else we got? Pure and Pure. Mana and who knows? Nope. Alright, that's terrible. Alright, we're doing this. I'll suffer through this off camera because Lord knows how many attempts it's going to take to get that. I don't mind the money at 300 gold apiece, but that's going to take a while. Okay. Well, I mean it's a little short of time, but otherwise it's just going to be staring at a guessing game while I get increasingly surly. So I think we will break there for the evening. Let me run back and get to a proper save point. I wonder if we're going to get attacked by the mayor's thugs. That would actually be funny. I'm pretty sure this still counts as a hostile dungeon. Not that they would have much chance to do anything to us. Oh, I'm getting my wish. Oh, this is these poor, Blanca hit him with a laser. I actually feel bad about that. Only a little bad about it. Okay, let me get back to the save point at the front here, and that will be, okay, this is where we will update both of our slots and call it there. So, all that we have left for Disc 1 is appoint a tower, our showdown with Nikolai, as he has decided to go full demon and make the world just actively worse during the First World War, which is, what professionals call a dick move. After that, the plot will thicken like an adorable goulash. And I'm not going to spoil anything, but we will be seeing whole new environs. We'll be leaving Europe for a little while, going on a bit of a world tour as things escalate from here. For now, though, that will be for the next session. So we are going to call it here. I believe this is my last... if I'm recalling correctly, this is the last of the things scumming this out that I need to accomplish on Disc 1 before hitting the ground running for Disc 2. I also probably need to test my emulation of Disc 2 to make sure that it actually, figure out how it imports save game data. I have not done that before, so we'll find out together. Off camera. I'll find out. In the meantime, that is where we're going to call it here for the evening. We beat up Rasputin properly. That was a beatdown, man. He didn't even have arms. Didn't even have legs. And now he ain't got nothing. So a victory for the forces of goodness, as much as we qualify. And I will catch you all in the next time. Take care of yourselves as ever. Take care of each other. Thank y'all for joining us, my petite papillon. And let's see what happens next time when we settle affairs with Cardinal Nicholas Conrad. Again, slightly salty. I don't know why he's a Vatican cardinal. He's part of the Orthodox Church. He's a Russian bastard child of Tsar Nicholas II. But I suppose I should be lucky that they got any of the, ecumenical facts correctly across the language barrier. So it goes. Anyway, take care of yourselves. I will catch you in the next one.